I guess this is my first video. I'm a little nervous, but honestly, I think it's not too bad. I basically talk to myself when I'm riding my bike, so it's not much different. I really hope the microphone is working, because last night, dude, I was having some problems. I spent 4 hours trying to fuck with the microphone, and it literally took me 5 seconds to fix. Alright, let's get going. Got my visor down now. I gotta run by the bank real quick because I let Dylan use my car because his car is not working properly, and I forgot my wallet in my car, so I'm hoping I don't get pulled over. You got water or something coming out of your exhaust, bro. Is this guy like want to race or something? Like, I'm gonna pop a little wheelie for you guys right here. That wasn't too bad. I've had better, but it's so hard not to speed on a sport bike. And if you ride sport bikes, you know exactly what I mean. Like, you barely touch the throttle and you feel like you're going 20 times faster, 20 times slower than you actually are. Oh wait, I actually gotta get over. Oops. Okay. Alright, I gotta get some cash out real quick, and I'll be right back. Got my monies. Visors down. Alright, so I think the topic for today's video, I'm not 100% sure. This is probably a good topic for a first video, because if you guys are interested in, getting a motorcycle, riding motorcycle, I'm gonna give you a little backstory of how I got into motorcycles. So I guess I'll start with it right here. So when I was small, I used to ride dirt bikes. My dad was a huge dirt bike fan. He's about 50. He's still into dirt bikes. I was in it when I was younger, probably from about I don't know, let's say 6 to 14, 15. Well, back home where I used to live, my dad would always go to the Honda Power Sports store, and he'd always go in there looking for dirt bike stuff, and I'd go in and my eyes would just be glued to this Honda CBR 1000 Repsol. I'll probably put in a picture right here if I could figure it out. But ever since that moment I saw that Repsol CBR, I just fell in love with street bikes. And every time, I'd be out with my parents and the street bike would pass us, I'd be like, wow, like, I'm gonna get one of those when I'm older. So when I was probably about 14, I actually discovered motovlogging. I think the very first person I found was Yummy R6. Shout out Yummy R6. So I started watching his videos, started finding more people, my bad, and like Walterific, Motonosity, Chase on 2 Wheels. I should have went. So I started researching, motorcycles, and I really got into it. And basically when I was 15, oh, you're cute. Oh, there's 2 of them in there. And so when I was 15 and a half, I got I had my motorcycle permit before I even had my driver's permit. So at 15 and a half, my parents bought me a 2014 Honda Grom. And like I said, it's a little similar to riding dirt bikes, but you know, it's a little different too. So I got this Grom. I took it really slow, really slow at first. You know, I was scared. Your first time riding on the street is pretty scary. It's almost like the first time driving. So I had that Grom for, well, I still have it. It's actually back in Nevada, which I'm trying to get down here. So that'll be coming to the channel soon. I rode the Grom for a while. I started looking up how to do wheelies. You know, I was screwing around with it, doing wheelies on it. And you know, that gave me like a pretty good solid foundation of, you know, how to ride a motorcycle and the people around it, the people involved in motorcycles. I think when I was about 16, around the time for my 16th birthday, my parents bought me this bike. Super grateful for my parents, because, you know, whose parents buys them a motorcycle at 15 and a half, you know, 16? So I'm super lucky to have awesome parents that'll do that for me, or did that for me. You know, they've always been supportive, even of this YouTube channel. I texted my mom the other day and I was like, hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel. You know, I got the GoPro, I got everything. Oh, come on. Actually, I'm 18 and a half, so I've probably been riding around 3 years around this time of the year. So, you know, I'm pretty comfortable with the bike. My roommate, best friend Dylan, he just got a bike. I let him ride my bike in a parking lot in by our house, and you know, he hopped on it and he was like, dude, I love this, I'm gonna get a bike now. So he got a CBR 600. He's still new, but to be honest, he's doing a lot better than I was when I very first got this bike. I was super scared on this bike. In first and second gear, I pinned it on this bike. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to die. Yeah, I mean, that's basically my history. I've met a lot of cool people riding motorcycles. If some of you want to get into motorcycle riding, I highly suggest it. It's super fun. You'll meet a lot of cool people. I hate when people do that right there. That scares the shit out of me. You'll find out a lot about motorcycles and the stereotypes and all that kind of stuff. Basically, you know, as you ride, it's a learning curve. So yeah, that's like my input on how I got into riding motorcycles. And you know, I just felt like I had a passion for it. So if you have a passion for something, I want you to follow that passion. Just keep on practicing it over and over and over, and eventually you're gonna make something big out of it. And I actually wanted to start motovlogging when I was 16, when I, you know, very first got my permit and this bike. I was like, I want to motovlog. I want to become a motovlogger. And crap, where do I want to go? I guess we're going on the freeway. This dude's trying to race me onto the on-ramp. Like, bro, you're in a truck. The one thing I like about Arizona is the roads are super smooth. There's like no hills whatsoever. Well, I mean, there's mountains, but those are way out there. I'm talking like, you know, you're driving and you don't go over any hills or anything. It's pretty cool. Unless, I guess, you go to Scottsdale, there's that's a mountain, but you know what I'm saying. It's relatively flat. What road is this? Olive? What the fuck are those CO2 canisters? Like someone was doing whippets. Come on now. Those are whippets. Nobody uses those for CO2 guns. A little bump right there. I have a lot of ideas for the channel. You know, I go on group rides almost every Friday night, and I'm riding, you know, 3 times a week. So there should be plenty of videos. The only thing I am concerned about is in summer here it gets around like 110 for 3 months. So I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can, and you know, edit them and just put them in the Volt. So in the summer, I don't think I'm gonna be able to ride in the summer. It's too hot. I'm in school right now, and I'll probably just ride there. Maybe I can make videos on the way to riding to school or something, you know. But I think other than that, I am going to wrap up this video because I'm just gonna go get food, probably go home. Who knows? I might go out later tonight on a group ride. So I got to figure out how to edit this video because, you know, I've never edited a video. So that's gonna be super time consuming. And other than that, yeah, thank you guys. It's my first video. I hope it wasn't too bad. But other than that, make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Skeezer, and peace out.